It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Season's greetings. Happy holidays. Welcome, thank you for joining us. It's a very special Christmas edition. Ernie Johnson of 2K Sports here with the always jolly Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith,
Merry
who's
Christmas
also
to you, man.
Relatively jolly. Yeah, and
Do you have my gift?
Maybe I do have. Did I get the gift that you sent me, or do I have a gift for you?
Either or.
No, neither.
Well, I'll get you two of those.
We have a song for you, Ernie.
What's that?
Hit the beat, Kenny. Ho, ho, ho. Open up your door. It's Santa Claus, and guess what, y'all? I got something to show. That's it.
Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. Well, for Orlando, their win streak now stands at 7 straight with no signs of letting up. Playing with a great energy right now. We'll see if they can get it to 8. And Nicholas Batum, who we'll be watching tonight, just does so much on the floor. Shaq, it seems like he epitomizes what it means to be an all-around player.
Yeah, he's very active on both ends of the floor, with and without the ball. Very important, with and without the ball. He helps win games with his passing, and, he rarely turns it over.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, land of the free and the home of God
We are live from Amway Center for an Eastern Conference contest with the Magic in Orlando. The Hornets would love to finish off this road trip on a good note. Well, they come into every game with confidence, and this game is no different. Two elite teams put each other to the test, certainly, every time they meet. A lot on the line in this one, though.
And checking out Charlotte, they've made such fantastic progress this season. To see them so close to the top of the standings at this stage, what a surprise.
Yeah, and the coaching staff deserves a ton of credit here. I mean, they've done a masterful job getting the most out of their talent.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Kemba Walker is out there with White. Then there's Al Jefferson. Then there's Patrick Patterson. And it's Batum in at the 3. Now here's Payne following the miss by Kemba Walker. Here's Houdini from past the arc. Payne's shot is good. Payne's got the first bucket of the night, a 3-pointer for the Magic.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And stolen by Payne. Passes it to Houdini. 3-pointer. Shot is no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
Yeah, and these teams pretty familiar with one another. They'll face off 4 times this year.
And, Greg, both would love to get the upper hand early. This game, to me, is psychological as much as anything. I mean, a win here provides that edge you're looking for.
Here's Houdini. Patrick Patterson picking up that last bucket. That's good.
You cannot leave them alone like that, especially from long range.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Steve Clifford.
He talked a little bit about their defensive mindset, saying essentially that they're willing to sacrifice a little bit of space on the interior if it allows them to stay tight on their outside shooters. He said, listen, it's no secret they like to attack you from long range. That's what we're looking to stop tonight.
Doris, thank you. Obviously, Clark, the 3-ball is a big concern for any defense.
Well, yeah, it is, Kevin, but the upside is you're not getting broken down in the lane and you're not giving them free throws, but you still have to challenge those shots.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
White drives in, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Last game for the Charlotte Hornets, it was a loss to the Knicks in New York.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own head, just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
And a foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Wide open. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Houdini. He picked up 36 points in the last one against Minnesota.
And was a force on the defensive side as well. 4 steals over the course of that game.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
And Patterson kicks to White. He dishes it to Jefferson. Tries from 7. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
Here's Houdini. He carries a very heavy load for him offensively, averaging nearly 32 points a game. To the inside. Here's Vucevic.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The Magic shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Now Walker, 11 points for him in that last game against the Knicks in New York. Patterson, that falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Patterson's got his second basket.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Houdini, and it's Vucevic in the corner. Pass to Payne. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Houdini. Kicks it to Payne. From deep. Shot clock at 5, and that one's good. Payne's got 6.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
With this quick break in play, let's take a look now and select from a group of point guards that have been from three-point range over the last 10 games. Freak, third.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
Well, forget about using it as a backup plan with the numbers.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. And Patterson kicks to Walker. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Smith checked in for Orlando. Hezonja comes in for Johnson. Smith with a screen on Walker. Here's Houdini. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Patrick Patterson. The Magic shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw good for Houdini. Some changes for Charlotte. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Patterson. And Roten subbed in for Kemba Walker. Both free throws good from Houdini.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Hornets trail by 4. Dishes it to Kaminsky. Up top, Kid Gilchrist. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. They set the pick. It's stolen by Harris. Pass to Houdini. Nifty move. Got a piece of it. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Orlando leading by 4. The tray. Good. Houdini's got 9 points.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Return to sender. They get it back, and the basket by Kaminsky. .141 left in the first quarter. Doubled by Roten. The wide open look here for Oladipo. From outside, off the mark. Hornets trail by 5. Inside, here's Kid Gilchrist. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Fans, get ready for your Magic Dancers. Fans, your Magic Dancers.
Orlando's gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. 1:16 left to play here in the first. Here's Houdini. The kick out to Oladipo. Clock at 4. Here's Houdini. He's got 9. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. There's a minute left here in the first quarter.
Timeout shot.
Batum against Oladipo. Down low, Lynn, and it's all evened up. Lynn's got his first basket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Oladipo with the ball. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Harris passes to Houdini. Back to Harris. The rebound by Roten.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
With 1 on the clock, the shot will not go. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league, from Going in.
I wasn't sure, if my...
Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lynn has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lynn.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triples.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter, we've got Al Jefferson, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Patrick Patterson. And there's Kemba Walker, and it's White in at the shooting guard. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves put on a show. He finished with 36 points, and as he had the typical big game assist-wise, finding open men to come away with a healthy assist total, too. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Payton dishes to Payne. Patterson against Johnson. 6 to shoot. And Jefferson sends it back. Now here's White. He's got 5. The pass to Patterson. Back to White. From deep three-point range, Vucevic with the rebound. Orlando leading. Payton outside. Now the feed to Johnson. Here's Vucevic. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Nikola Vucevic.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Kaminsky is checked in for Jefferson. Batum comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Roten's checked in for White. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker. And here they come. Here's Houdini. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And let's take a quick peek at the 2K leaderboard and the steal leaders from the point guard spot for the last 10 games. Freak number 1.
And all those swipes have come for him because of that endless energy with which he plays on the defensive end. I mean, whoever he's guarding, he sticks to them like glue on the perimeter.
You know, for many point guards in this league, defense is an afterthought. He's not one of those guys. I mean, he puts as much into his D as he does into his O.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Magic Dancers.
Now we get a chance to check out Jeremy Lin. How last month turned out for him, averaging about 11 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
That's good.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Patterson, the screen. Left side, Lynn. Kaminsky. And the rejection by Smith.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Patterson, the screen. Roden with it. Now defended by Houdini. Patterson, that's good.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Here's Houdini, and the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Patterson, the screen. Lynn kicks to Patterson. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Patterson's got 11 points.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Here's Houdini. He's covered by Roten. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and it's Orlando with another.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Platoon passes to Patterson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 13 points in the game.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Out to Harris. Pass to Houdini. 46 seconds left in the first half of the game.
And a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead.
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Feeds to Roten. Floats one. No good. And Orlando will come the other way. They've led by as much as 10. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Oladipo for 3, and he gets the bucket. Oladipo's got 5 points now this quarter.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Orlando out in front. They're up by...
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
Now the third quarter have to get going.
What a stellar outing in this one for Houdini. 16 points, then his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Orlando, Harris at the 4, Vucevic in the middle. Houdini is out there with Payne, and it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Both free throws good from Houdini. And here's Walker. Outside, White. Here's the floater. The rebound by Johnson. Magic leading by 9. Here's Houdini. Here's Payne. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's White. No good from outside.
Well, in the film session, they'll say that was a well-challenged shot.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
We've got a moment now to see how the Magic are doing in the NBA rankings right now. First in shooting percentage. First in three-point shooting. And they're also number 1 in free throw shooting. A team that makes foul shots gives itself and its coaching staff a lot of confidence.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another. And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Houdini. Jefferson with the double team. Here's Harris. Connects from three-point range. Harris has got 9.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
Now White. He's got 7. Releases from 15. And a pick bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 9 points in the game so far.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Here's Houdini. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Come on, fellas, we got to pick up the pace. If we see an open look, we got to take it. We have to make this
go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Orlando's coach as he addressed his team. The strategy included running their offense through Houdini. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. And the foul on Al Jefferson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Hezonja, he's checked in for Wesley Johnson. Vucevic to the pass to Houdini. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Outside, Walker. Screen by Jefferson. White drives in. Outside Jefferson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Walker. Rebound by the Magic.
That'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Here's White. He's got 9.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for White. He has 9 points and 5 assists.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. The Magic making a switch here. Payton's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And let's step aside for a minute to look at some of the point guards who have been doing a whole lot more than passing lately. They're the top scorers at that position over the last 10 games. Freak number 1.
Being at the top of that list, I mean, he's obviously been able to take it upon himself to give his team an offensive jolt whenever they've needed it.
And that's value added for a point guard. I mean, when you're playing that position and you score and do the other things he does, he creates offense for his teammates, and he can get his own offense too.
Walker with it. Now Payton defending. The dish to Batum to the wing right side. And White kicks to Jefferson. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Jefferson with the double team. Right wing. Here's Azania. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And the Magic lead by 16.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
A shot by Batum, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
You know, that's hard to explain, that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
And the Magic making a change here. Smith is checked in. Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Hornets. Jeremy Lin comes in for White. Walker in the post, covered by Payton. Shot from the low block, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Magic leading by 14. Here's Houdini. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Houdini. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. He's averaging 35 points, almost 4.5 steals, and 10 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to find creases in the defense, just fantastic.
Oladipo, he's checked in for the Magic. Tony Roten, he's checked in for the Hornets. And finished off by Kaminsky.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
In the corner, Smith with it. Good on the triple. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are full.
Vucevic. Here's Houdini. He's got 24. Smith. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Smith's got his third basket of the night right there. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Magic?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Back to Kid Gilchrist. The three ball. Shot is off. Nice D from Oladipo. Magic leading by 19 points. Payton with the ball, and it's Lin picking him up. Here's Houdini. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. In the corner, it's Jefferson. Now, here's Roten. He's guarded closely. Kaminsky misses.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
No good from Houdini. Hornets trail by 19. To the wing on the left. Tries from 10, and that one's good. Roten. Roten's got 5 points so far.
Wow, I'm surprised he took that shot, but he has a huge size disadvantage in that matchup. But tremendous job to knock that one down.
Pick by Vucevic. Here's Houdini.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And the first one drops. So for the Magic, Johnson, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Payne in for Payton. And then for Charlotte, Patterson comes in for Al Jefferson. And it's Kemba Walker in for Tony Roten. Hornets trail by 19. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Walker with it. He's got 10. And he gets it to go. Walker's got 4 this quarter.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Oladipo. And the release was before the buzzer.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Magic.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Batum is out there with Patrick Patterson. And there's Kemba Walker. Then it's White. And it's Kaminsky in at the center position. Orlando leading by 17. Here's Houdini. Down low. Vucevic. That's good. Vucevic has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Magic. And Walker kicks to Batum. Here's Patterson. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Patterson's got a nice night underway, shooting 6 of 9 from the floor. Here's Houdini. He feeds it to Vucevic, and he gets it to go. And the Magic lead by 19.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
White left side. Wide open. It's hauled in by Harris.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Hornets trail by 21. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And it's White missing. The Magic have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Houdini passes to Vucevic, and he converts the layup.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
There's a screen. And Patterson kicks to Walker. To the paint. Here's Kaminsky. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And it's Harris off the drive. Johnson wide open. He fires. Great look, but off the mark. Hornets trail by 20. Over in the corner, Batum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight. For Orlando, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Harris passes to Houdini. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Charlotte making a switch here. Jefferson's checked in.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
Screen by Jefferson. White dishes to Walker. Batum wide open. He fires. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And now Orlando on the break. Pass to Payne. There's the triple. Shot's good.
And they're going to have a hard time climbing back into this game if they continue to defend like that.
And Walker kicks to Patterson. Batum passes to Jefferson. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Shot to stop the run. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Caught him off guard with that move. It definitely had the element of surprise. Nobody expected him to bust out a spin, but it worked beautifully that time.
Here's Harris. The Hornets pull it in. Jefferson's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Walker kicks to White. The shot. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Well, the Hornets shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Batum attacking. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And that one's good. That's 36 points for Freak.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Screen by Jefferson. Outside, White. And he uses the glass on the layup. White's got 4 points in the quarter.
Tell you what, fellas, he is fun to watch when he's working like that and getting to the hoop.
Harris outside. Johnson dishes to Vucevic. Here's Houdini. White covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harris misses. Hornets have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. Here's Patterson. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Here's Houdini. No good. Walker with some nice D.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
Here's Houdini. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Nicholas Batum. First one falls for Oladipo. He's checked in for Orlando. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Ladies and gentlemen,
making some changes. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding 4th quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game. And Kenny, you had some words earlier while the game was going on. What do you think?
His play at the point was a major factor in this win. Their ball movement was terrific, and that all stemmed from him. His brilliant passing was contagious. He had 17 assists. Yes, count them, 17. You can see why they want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11, and the stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin